My last video cut out when I tried to take a picture of this. Something's wrong with this app. It screws up sometimes now when I'm trying to take photos. It has never done that before. How safe can glass be? When a car is moving at high speed, if gravel from the road were to suddenly hit the windshield, it would likely crack. However, unlike most glass used in window panes, it would not shatter. Windshields are made of safety glass. Safety glass refers to glass which has a high level of structural strength and which is impact resistant. The main type of safety glass includes tempered glass, wire glass, laminated glass. Safety glass is shatterproof, meaning that it will not break apart and cause injury upon impact. Tempered glass is made by heating the glass substance to a point where it begins to soften and applying a high-speed cooling process to harden it. Laminated glass is made up of two or more pieces of glass between which is sandwiched a layer of PVB film. A vacuum is formed between the layers of glass and the pieces are then bound together. The ability of this glass to absorb impact is several times higher than ordinary glass. When laminated glass is struck, radial cracks will be produced, but no fragments will break free from the pane, protecting from injury. An automobile's windshield is made with laminated automotive glass. LED glass powers power glass. In the 2010 Shanghai World Expo, which attracted worldwide attention, was the model of the use of LED glass. Much of the expo lighting, including the landscape lighting and stadium lighting, and lighting of some of the expo pavilions, was done using LED. LED glass itself does not emit light. LED glass is created by embedding LED light sources inside of a piece of glass in distinctive patterns. A control system is then used to produce different patterns of flashing light which radiate from within the glass. The use of LED lights in glass can produce amazing special effects. There's the expo icon. So if you look real close, you can see where the wires are to give power to all the little diodes. Self-cleaning glass. All sorts of different effects can be produced by treating glass in different ways. Self-cleaning glass is produced by placing a layer of photocatalyst film or transparent titanium dioxide film over the glass under sunlight, a fluorescent light, or ultraviolet light. Dirt on the glass will decompose and then can be washed away simply by being rinsed or by rainwater. Many high-rise buildings have adopted modern self-cleaning glass, which can effectively reduce the frequency of manual cleaning, cutting costs. Wait patiently for a moment. Very soon, by watching the glass on the right, you will be able to see its magical self-cleaning. But how does it stay dirty? They should make it dirty first, and then it'll clean itself. Let's put some dirt on it, like this. Now I want to see it be clean, baby. Decompose that dirt. You can see it's a lot cleaner than the other one anyway. Please don't touch. I have to touch. Space shuttle. Glass facade. Jinmao Tower, and there's the Shanghai World Financial Center under construction. Now they've got the Shanghai Tower behind it, even taller, finished. Has beautiful architecture solution for the walls of a structure. Glass facade systems are composed of some form of structural support, glass, i.e. a frame, glass, and accessories relative to an overall structure. Glass facades have a certain function, offering a structure both exterior protection and style. Facades give an architectural structure a transparent and magnificent feeling, organically integrating aesthetics, functionality, and structure. The 492 meter high Shanghai World Financial Center uses more than 120,000 square meters of glass facades. It might be thought of as a glass giant standing above the eastern bond of the Huangpu River. Eastern bond? Eastern bund. What's in here? Space. The final frontier. Donald Stokey invented glass ceramic, adding a crystallizing agent. Hey. How come it went off? That's a dumb exhibit. There it goes. Crystallizing agent particular the glass. That's weird. Low E glass. Low carbon energy saving glass. Low radiation coating glass. Sunlight to pass through, reflecting back heat back into the room. Loss of heat from glass doors and windows accounts for 50% of heat loss in most buildings, while most heat generated by glass in the form of radiation. This means the properties of glass must be changed in order to increase its energy efficiency. The best way of doing this is to capture heat radiated by its surface. The use of low E glass can significantly reduce heating fuel consumption, thereby reducing harmful gas emissions and protecting the environment. And your wallets. It will protect wallets. Place both hands slowly on the two pieces of glass. Wait just a second. Are you able to feel the difference between the low E glass on the left and the ordinary glass on the right? I'll have to do it one-handed. This is somewhat cool. And this is somewhat warm. Or cooler anyway. How can glass help us to see in the dark? Infrared night vision. Photoelectric conversion apparatus, which is divided into two forms, the active and passive. The former uses infrared searchlights to reflect infrared images of an object. The latter does not emit infrared light, but relies on infrared radiation emitted by the target, which generates hot images. The target is found then by comparing the background thermal radiation with that emitted by the target. Target acquired. Thermal radiation. You can't hide from those kinds of cameras, man. They get you. Ugh. Interactive exhibits are so stupid. Liquid crystal glass. This type of smart glass can be made transparent or opaque simply with the power switch. Which electronically dims the glass. Invented by Kent State University. It uses liquid crystal film inserted inside the laminated glass, and by manipulating liquid crystals in certain patterns, controls the degree of transparency of the glass. This magical effect produced is referred to as electronically dimming the glass. The intelligent alternative to traditional glass windows, walls, and blinds, this glass allows one to easily turn a public space into a private one. As long as the power's on, I guess. You know what they say about people in glass houses, right? Solar, flat glass, electronic packaging, home tech, pharmaceuticals, advanced material, fiber optics, the future with Shot Today. Polariscope. The polariscope. What's the polariscope? It is known that light is a form of electromagnetic wave, and that light generally radiates in a direction at a uniform distribution, but light radiating off a non-metallic surface at certain angles will polarize light. For example, light is greatly polarized when reflected off glass, the surface of water, or the sky. This is because when natural light passes through certain objects, it is reflected, refracted, and absorbed in a way that restricts the vibrations of its waves in a particular direction, such that electromagnetic vibrations in other directions are greatly reduced or eliminated. Such a type of light, which radiates only in one direction, is referred to as polarized light. Polarized lenses sandwich a very fine film made of rod-shaped crystals, other etchings, which selectively allow light to pass through in one direction. Similar to light passing through a blind into a room, the direction of the light is adjusted, softening the background. How small can glass be? Glass microballoon. Driving down a road at night, we see the lines on the road surface and traffic signs reflect light. Reflective material can reflect light in this way, mainly because most of the reflective materials contain glass microballoons with a high refractive index. Because of these glass microballoons, light is reflected off of a surface such as that of a road sign back in the direction of the source, generating a retro-reflective effect. Glass microballoons are ultra-lightweight closed spheres, which are used as filler material. They come in either hollow or solid form, and with either a high refractive index or an ordinary refractive index between 15 to 35 UM in diameter. They have wide applications, but are most commonly applied in making uniforms for public security, transportation, sanitation, personnel, high-grade road signs. I see. Another one. Light's gonna go off. Stupid. James Dewar invented a special type of container. What the hell? I have an exhibit and turn the lights on and off like that. A Dewar bottle could keep liquid inside at a certain temperature for some time. Modern thermoses evolved from this Dewar bottle. 1893. What the hell? Like you're gonna read it that quickly. So they have a vacuum between the two layers in the Dewar bottle. That's clever. How thin can glass be? Fiberglass. The value of glass is only recognized once one realizes all of its different forms and functions. These forms and functions are not limited to the visually pleasure decorative pieces that are made of glass, but also include the many different microstructures that can be produced from it. In 1932, Dale Kleist invented glass fiber by melting raw glass material at a high temperature and pulling it into thin strands. The diameter of the glass fiber monofilament can be from just a few microns to 20 microns, the equivalent of 1/20th to 1/5 of that of a human hair. Modern high-performance glass fibers are used in helicopter propellers, in early warning radar systems, in a variety of high-pressure containers, in the bodies of ships, cars, and safety helmets, in sports goods, as well as heat-resistant material used in making rockets and missiles. Optical fiber is also a type of glass fiber. Aha. So that's like the pole that I used to use as a pole vaulter, was fiberglass. How can glass generate electricity? Solar panel. As the future of clean, efficient, and renewable green energy technology, solar energy technology has been applied widely over the past several years. Made out of glass, solar panels have become an energy-saving material. Complete solar panels are made up of a glass cover, a solar voltaic cell, a glass backplate, special metal wires, EVA, olefin plastic seal, and other components. Using the EVA film, seal the cell, which converts light into electricity, is placed between two pieces of glass. While the back glass plate plays only a supportive role in generating electricity, the front glass plate, which sits over the cell, is instrumental to the process of condensing, focusing, and scattering light, which is critical to the process of converting it to electricity. So much of this stuff is about sandwiching things in between glass, and it works because glass is transparent and it allows the light to go through it, even though you're putting the material that is causing the cool, process, whatever you want to have happen. It's being protected on both sides by glass, but it still is able to do what it needs to do from the inside, right? It's kind of neat. Move your hand and see who is the master. Boop. What am I supposed to be doing here? Fruit. Beep, 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 beep. People are supposed to fight. Touchscreen. Oh, another stupid thing where they've divided it between black and white. What is so amazing about the first iPhone is that it had no buttons, but was completely controlled by 3.5-inch touchscreen display. What Apple fans later found so attractive about the iPad was it had a large degree also its touchscreen. 1971, American Sam Hurst invented the world's first touch sensor. This is considered to be the starting point in the development of touchscreen technology. By 1982, Sam Hurst's company unveiled a TV set with a touchscreen display, offering consumers their first opportunity to personally feel the magic of the touchscreen. Touchscreens come in several different types: resistive, capacitive sensors, infrared, and surface acoustic. iPhone and iPad are both examples of capacitive touchscreens. A capacitive touchscreen is a 4-layered composite glass screen, the inner surface of which is covered with an electroconductive material. When fingers come into contact with the touch-sensitive screen, a flow of electricity is generated, part of which is absorbed by the fingers. This current is drawn away from the electrodes, which are located in 4 corners of the touchscreen, and a controller is able to sense location on the screen being touched based on where the current is drawn. Oh, I see. We gotta wait for the fruit to come out, and then I smash them. Then I smash the fruit. Smash, 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 smash. Smash, 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 smash. I didn't get it. I'll slice them. I'll dice them. I'll do this. We'll smash them all. We'll smash them all at once. So you can have 2 people play, and whoever gets the more fruit destroys the more fruit. Slice that apple. Slice that pineapple. I got him. I got him. Slice, 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 slice. Slice, slice. I got the watermelon. What's in here? How can glass talk? Fiber optics. In 1966, Gao Kun, a Chinese scientist, proposed the bold idea of substituting the copper wires in a cable with glass wires. The clear and transparent nature of glass could allow light to be used to send a signal, increasing the amount of information that could be transmitted, as well as the speed of transmission. Many people thought this idea to be incredible at the time, arguing that the probability of making perfectly pure glass that could be used to transmit light and replace copper wires was almost zero. However, through various tests, Gao demonstrated such a possibility and went around the world visiting glass-making factories and laboratories to find a glass with no impurity. Finally, he made the world's first optical fiber, astonishing the scientific community and winning him the 2009 Nobel Prize in Physics. Optical fiber has enabled the rapid development of the global information superhighway, has completely revolutionized communication, and has become the building block of the information age. Gao Kun. Somebody sick? Need to see doctor. Ooh, osseointegration of titanium. They just had an article in the paper about the guy who invented this. He was ridiculed for years, couldn't find funding. He was Danish, Dutch. The motivation to find a new material which can mimic the motions made by the human body is one of the most important factors advancing research at the cross-section of medicine and materials. In 1969, Larry Lench. In 1969, Larry Hench invented bioglass, which is not a material used for decorative or crafts, but which is a building material which can be used inside the human body. For medical purposes or to generate new tissue or bones. It is made primarily of Na2O, that's sodium dioxide, calcium oxide, silicon oxide, and P2O5. What's that? Bioglass is now being applied to the regeneration of soft tissue, bone, teeth, and joints. There's a hip. Bioactive glass coating, joint prostheses. So there's a tooth root, huh? Show me the way to go home. Tired and I want to go to bed. Had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone right to my head. At the last, raw materials can be recovered. Oh, we're watching the way they make melt the glass. Recycle that glass, boy. Make that glass nice and smooth. I like to make my glass nice and smooth. Well, it's 3:36, so I should be able to go get my pot. I want to go get my vase. They should be finishing up the latest hot glass demonstration. Reduce, reuse, recycle. One of the features of glass is that it's 100% recyclable. Not only can it be reused, but it can also be modified and put to use for other purposes. As the production of glass requires the consumption of a large amount of resources, not to recycle glass is very wasteful. Further, as glass will not decompose once buried, failing to recycle also increases the amount of space needed for landfills. For this reason, recycling glass is very important, particularly in today's low-carbon conscious society. At present, glass is recycled in four following ways: reuse, reproduction, raw material recovery, and secondary usage. Reuse refers to collecting discarded objects such as glass bottles and cleaning and sanitizing them so that they can continue to be used as containers. This type of recycling is used primarily for glass bottles, which are of little value and used frequently. Examples include beer bottles, soda bottles, soy sauce bottles, and various types of glass jars. Reproduction refers to using collected glass containers to make the same or similar type of glass containers. This might be thought of as using the discarded glass bottles as semi-finished materials to produce glass. This method of recycling is also primarily for glass bottles for which can be difficult to reuse, for example, damaged bottles. Raw material recovery refers to means of turning discarded glass bottles into raw material that can be used for manufacture glass products. While the above three methods are used primarily for recycling discarded glass in the bottling industry, it's important to point out that the demand for glass bottles has gradually decreased as new materials are increasingly used to produce bottles. There's an increasing need to begin using discarded bottles in other areas. That is for secondary usage. Secondary usage refers directly to processing discarded glass bottles to produce other materials. For example, using recycled glass to produce glass thermoses, glass foam, glass tanks, and various types of glass building materials and household items. Tests have shown that, compared with using new materials, using recycled glass materials to produce glass goods results in an energy savings of 38%, a 50% decrease in air pollution, 20% decrease in water pollution, 90% decrease in waste. Further, as only a very small amount of materials are expended in the process of recycling glass, glass can be recycled again and again. Of these different types of recycling, reuse is by far the most ideal as it's energy efficient and low cost. Secondary usage as a new means of recycling that is still being developed. It's also almost certain that a wide range of incredible new technologies will enable the development of new means of secondary usage, a new chapter in glass recycling. You must come. I have a big party last night. You must come clean the beer bottle all from my floor. I have beer bottle all on my floor. You must come. Let me go see the glass house. Don't throw no stones in a glass house now. You must come clean beer bottle off from my floor. I walked through here last night. I did the whole upstairs. They got the snuff exhibit going on. Snuff bottles. They got the snuff bottle exhibit going on, you know? Glass House by Philip Johnson, the minimalist in Connecticut. It was like bugs would come all on the window. The lady who had it didn't like it because she was like a single female business exec. People would come peep at her because it was such a curiosity when she stayed on the weekends. It wasn't that cool. She should have had the glass that frosted up at night. She could frost it up so people couldn't peep her. Or you could have had the glass frost up in sections, you know, kind of like Santa Fe style or something. So you frost up and you just leave like a little window in the middle so you can look out when you're standing up or sitting at a certain area. That'd be kind of cool, you know. So people maybe only have a view out of like a certain angle that you could look out from one chair or something if you want to sit and look out. It's kind of cool. Righto. All right, let me go get my vase.